what's up? It's your boy Smoke Spray Play. Welcome to another very exciting episode of Smoke Spray Play Live. Right now we're doing some Madden NFL 23 and we're following up on our franchise career with the Philadelphia Eagles. As you know, we started out with a rough start, and now we finally starting to get in our groove, and we finally starting to get these W's. With that being said, enjoy this awesome epic game that will hopefully turn out to be another W, which will be like back-to-back W's after, a rough start.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early. So a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man, but he was entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now, the Eagles and Texans, polar opposites last year in terms of running the football. The Eagles were number 1 in the league. The Texans, 32nd, dead last. And in fact, the Eagles ran for nearly twice as many yards as the Texans did in 2021. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
That should have been an interception. Good defense. We got to stop.
The punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. The back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback, now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to his left. And right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
With the fucking fumble, bro.
He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember,
that knee was down.
Two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it on one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
They didn't even give me a chance for a fucking challenge.
Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Sanders has got it complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 39 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll turn to Sanders, and he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston set to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a sack right there, man.
Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mills. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Javon Hargrave's 2nd year in Philadelphia brought the returns the Eagles were hoping for. Made his first Pro Bowl with
good job, big guy. Good job.
Really meshed well with the other pass rushers along the team's front line.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
On first down, Hurts rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Smith catches left side, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Mills going to try and hurry the offense here up to the line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mills again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Going for it with Pierce. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the side.
If I can get another field goal, I'll be about a whole touchdown.
And they'll The Eagles offense.
Shouts out to everybody that watching, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, hit that notifications, hit that share button.
Seconds is all that remains until the break. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. On the move to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got a man, complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Last time out.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, an uncommon way to get there, but nevertheless, that makes our score 14-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll get set to tangle with the Minnesota Vikings. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the LA Rams. Then on Sunday night, the top 2 seeds from last year's playoffs in the AFC, the Titans and Chiefs from Arrowhead at 7:20 Central Time. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Mills on 1st down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Mills. And that is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the
Shouts out to everybody that watching out. Please drop a thumbs up, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that share button.
They don't miss 2 in a row.
Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoying this epic turnaround, because that's what it is. Shit, man. Rough start. Beginning of the season and turning things around. It's pretty awesome.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh shit, he open.
Go on the run, deep left side. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 50 yards.
That just happened, baby.
The Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll turn to Sanders. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
But they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion, because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Now This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw is Mills. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge it?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Throwing is Hurts. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Mills now from the 50. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A run from Pierce out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Mills to throw it.
Oh, thank you.
It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He's at it again. He had a pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week...
sacks, and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right.
Ah, come on.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Following the fumble recovery, Mills got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Mills. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, it's Mills. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Mills throw there taken in by Smith. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Mills now looks to throw on first down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Mills to the air again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go on 4th down.
This motherfucker jumped over the defenders.
First down. Here's Mills. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, guys, look like it's going to be another epic W. Finally, we got out of this funk. I'm so happy we did. as a team finally got to turn things around. Good defense. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Always hit that thumbs up.
You might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just
Epic turnaround.
and took away a big
Epic
shot
turnaround,
that you
guys.
tried to succeed with.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. 90 ticks to go, still time, but they need this onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here is Mills and the Texans. Down 20-14. A minute 13 to play. They need a touchdown, a field goal.
This is going to be crazy, y'all.
They come up on 1st and 2.
This is going to be crazy.
Now Mills. And the may stall out. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Eagle offense coming on here as he'll try for 2 points. They'll turn to Sanders. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line. And the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
It's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And now out comes Houston. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six.
How you doing, Deshaun Williams? Thanks for tuning in, man. I love you, man. Please drop that thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm so happy we're able to finally turn things around as a team, man. After 4 tough losses, 2 back-to-back wins feels really good. Feels really good, guys. Thank God for the defense. Guys, please hit that thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, like button, subscribe, hit that notification, hit that share button. I see you looking over that gorgeous, looking over you see, mama. It feels good coming on. Oh my God, after fucking straight losses.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Mills going to try and hurry the offense here up to the line.
Now we're 4-4, 4 wins, 4 losses.
Deep for Howard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. One last shot from Mills. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. The came up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Feels good to turn things around, guys. Feels really good to turn things around.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week as they will take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall
I owe them.
under 500 now at
They beat us in one of our first games. So that's going to be epic, guys. So drop a thumbs up and stay tuned, because the next time we'll be playing the Washington Commanders, and they beat us last time. And some payback is coming. So, guys, now we're 4-4. Awesome. Awesome. Thumbs up. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more action. Please hit that thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up always.